What's up, the squad? Back with another video. As y'all see in the title, what's going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please. I know I put a post out yesterday. Basically saying, that I wasn't posting videos, and just, to asking y'all to pray, for myself and my family. There are some things going on, unfortunately, but I know that God, is in control, like I said, I'm not, gonna go too much in details, but one thing about it is that I love, the support, the prayers and stuff that y'all give. It definitely means a lot. But y'all got here, Jasmine Crockett always stays in trouble. This is Governor Greg Abbott, just called Jasmine Crockett the R word, and when it comes to this point to where, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, everybody sees it, but literally everybody feels the same way. Check it out.
Well, first of all, it would not be a day that ends with the letter Y if Jasmine Crockett didn't say something racist. But second, her facts are wrong, because the facts in the state of Texas are, under the maps that we are drawing, is that 4 of the new seats will be predominantly Hispanic seats. The problem that Democrats have in the state of Texas is Hispanics, black voters, and other voters. They have learned now that the ideas that Democrats stand for are contrary to the ideas that the Hispanic community and black community stand for. They all want secure borders. They don't want men and women sports, and they want to support law enforcement. And so what we're finding is that these Hispanics now are voting for Republicans. We saw that very prolifically in the last presidential election when Donald Trump won all 5 of the seats that we're going to be adding. So it's a proven fact that minority voters chose to vote for Trump as well as other Republicans, but they are trapped in one of these gerrymander districts that confines it only to electing a Democrat. If the Democrats would say that they shouldn't be entitled to elect a certain member of a particular race, but instead let the voters of that district decide, regardless of their race, they're going to find that Democrats are going to lose voters and Republicans will be picking up voters.
I'm telling y'all. And we clearly see, this is the way that, it's going to go. We definitely see it. One thing about it that I absolutely love, I'm not going to lie. The one thing about it that I absolutely love is the simple fact that a lot of people are starting to wake up. A lot of people are starting to realize, what the Democratic Party is about, what Jasmine Crockett is about, and the rest of them. Everybody is starting to notice and catch on. This right here is a video. I've seen this. This woman made a lot of sense with a lot that was going on. I'm not gonna lie. And I went through, the comments and just seeing how people, responded, what people thought. And I would like to know what y'all think about it too as well. Check it out.
All right, let's just cut the crap, okay? Jasmine Crockett is not a leader. And the rejection that she just caught from her Democrat overlords proves it. She's a Marxist-minded, melanated puppet. Yes, I said it. And the hands that are pulling the strings, it's a bunch of freak, nasty, diddy crap billionaires that use black faces to protect white liberal power. So if you're a Democrat and you think that your vote matters more than their money, yeah, you've already been played, because this is not politics. This is something else. What you need to understand is that Democrats don't pick black leaders. They purchase them. And the price, sometimes it don't even cost that much, but usually the silence is the price, because they're silent on faith, family, education, safety, and especially silent on economic freedom. So Jasmine Crockett, she isn't serving her community. She's serving the donor class, and you are about to listen to her tell you herself who she's in bed with. You're not watching representation. You're watching a political slave auction funded by dark money and sealed with a whole lot of betrayal. So welcome to the new era of plantation management. And guess who's the product? You are. Coming up next on Unshakable with April Chapman. Let's get into it.
I'm telling y'all, it's and I got more. I don't want to get copyrighted at all. I don't want to get copyrighted, y'all. So I might have to skip a little bit throughout this video.
Chapman, where we discuss all things social, cultural, political, and theological from a biblical perspective. I'm your host, April Chapman, and it's about time that we stop sipping on the Kool-Aid that these darn Democrats keep pouring And instead, it is time that we actually analyze what the heck is in it. So today, we're going to be tackling something that should have been exposed years ago. Recently, a Democrat she just decided to say it out loud. And it wasn't just any Democrat. It was the Democrat darling. Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. It was everyone's favorite DNC sock puppet in an ugly lace front wig. Actually, she got a new wig this time, but she still got the caterpillar lashes. It was none other than Jasmine Crockett. Yes, the Texas lace front butterfly lash bandit herself got up in front of a camera during a press conference and admitted without shame, without a stutter, that dark money is how the Democrats plan to stay in power. Like, she said it, and I said, oh wow, she really said this out loud. Now, she's able to say this not because it's what Democrats plan to do. No, dark money is how she got elected, and it's been their plan for the last few years. They've been doing this already. This is why, no matter how unpopular those Diddycrat ideas and policies are, Democrats will not abandon them. Because one, they have to push whatever their freak nasty Diddycrat donor class wants to.
It's crazy. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. I want to know y'all thoughts, on that video. I seen that video and I was like, man, I have to show everybody, and the crazy thing is, people, it's like one of those things, like you kind of know, but then again, it's like, it's out there. It's out there. And the crazy thing is that every time she speaks, every time she talks to, any reporters, or she's at a rally or she's getting interviewed, she's telling on herself. She's definitely telling on herself. But this Sheldon Daniels, and this is the video. If y'all haven't seen the video from Benny Johnson, please go check that out. Benny Johnson, he loves to go, to I think he went to not only Jasmine Crockett, he went to Jasmine Crockett's her district. I'm pretty sure where she grew up. He went to AOC where she grew up, and just showing a lot. I love to see it. I absolutely do, because it exposes, them. What's going on. Them not caring about the people is definitely important. This Sheldon Daniels, he says, now ask yourself, why would a lady like this come all the way down to our humble little corner of the nation and pretend to represent us? Also, why would the world's shadiest billionaires be putting so much money behind her? That is the big question. It definitely is the big question that everybody's asking. It's another post from yours truly, Sheldon Daniels. Make sure y'all, I'm telling y'all, Sheldon Daniels is an amazing dude. Make sure y'all go follow him at Sheldon Daniels. But said Crockett is now often found at her government-provided suite in Longworth House office building, with one insider saying she prefers to work from her nearby luxury apartment building, sometimes for weeks on end. She's laying around her apartment, won't come into office, and is really indifferent to staff and will scream at them, the former aide said. She is never in the office and is very disengaged. She does her BS that goes viral and freaks out over the most random things. And he put Sheldon Daniels, and I approve this message. One thing about it that I definitely have to say about this is that Jasmine Crockett does not care about the people. She does not care about the people. Y'all obviously see that. Y'all should know that by now. Everybody should know that by now. I love putting these videos out because it just goes, and it shows a lot of people, who she truly is. And I feel like a lot of people are starting to wake up and realize that. This is a post by Trump saying Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is a low, very IQ individual, much in the mode of the AOC plus 3 gang of country-destroying morons, only slightly dumber. Each of these political hacks should be forced to take a cognitive exam, much like the one I recently took while getting my physical at our great Washington, D.C. military hospital. As the doctor said, President Trump aced it. Something that is rarely seen. These radical left lunatics would all fail this test in a spectacular show of stupidity and incompetence. Take the test. So Trump is urging them to take the test. A lot of people are. They don't want to take a test. They don't want to debate. Y'all seen many times that, Crockett does not want to debate Sheldon Daniels. And honestly, I don't know why. Obviously, I feel like I do, because I know that anytime that she will debate, it will look worse than, Kamala. It'll look worse than Biden. She will make herself look crazy. I'm not even going to But you got Sheldon Daniels posting it as well. President Trump's call for Jasmine Crockett and AOC to be forced to take the cognitive exam. You know, and everybody is on that. Sheldon Daniels said people can hopefully see Jasmine debate me. Shoot, she can't even bring AOC. I mean, shoot, she can even bring AOC and they can use notes. I feel like that is like, I feel like right there would be like the cherry on top for me. If I was Jasmine Crockett, I feel like that'd be a cherry on top, because I feel like you keep on asking, and I think I just want to see a debate, but I feel like you keep on asking, you know, this person keeps on asking, debate me. If I was Jasmine Crockett, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, because this right here says bring a AOC. Mind you, AOC is not, but I'm talking about you let you bring a partner and use notes. That's big. But hey, don't look like she is. I ain't even gonna lie. Don't look like she is at all. But y'all see more people are starting to wake up. Check out what this guy says about the Democratic Party.
Man, I'm going to go ahead and say it, dog. Hey, Democrats, man, y'all cooked, bro. I'm talking about, man, I be looking at my news feeds, man. I posted that about black and white conservatives coming together. Man, I had Asians coming in that thing. Latinos coming in that thing. I even think I seen like an Armenian American. Blur. Listen, man. Cooked. Y'all cooked. Extra crispy. No batter. Y'all might want to just start all the way over. Like, just go ahead and sit out for these little 20 years. Let the people get back, you know, back where they want to be. And forget that y'all snakes, and then y'all try to sneak back in. Mm-hmm. But as of right now, the Latino community, Asian community, black community, white community, Armenian community. Dog, I done had Filipino Americans in my inbox telling me they with it too. It's over.
One thing about it is that this dude is completely right. I'm going to tell y'all why. This dude is completely right, but because I feel like everybody is starting. When you have, okay, so look, I'm going to put it this way. I feel like over the years, you've seen no change when it comes to the Democratic Party. But not only do you see no change, you also see that a lot of these Democratic so-called leaders, they get up on stage. And like Jasmine Crockett just did, you know, she'll get up on stage or get in an interview and she runs her mouth. And she'll say something that honestly doesn't make sense. She'll tell on herself. She'll say and people start to catch on and notice. And then they look to see, you know, okay, well, let me check out what the Trump administration is doing. Let me check out what this, you know, what the right is all about. You know, I've seen so many of this person, you know, of this color or this, you know, and it's not so much a following. It's just realizing. It's just waking up, you know, to realize what's actually going on. And I feel like that's really important. I really feel like that's really important. And honestly, if the right keeps this up and keeps going at the pace they're going on, I'm telling y'all just heard what this man said, for the next 20 years. I feel like even further, because it's showing people. It's showing people what it's really about. I feel like this is something that it's always been. People just now, you know, catching on and realizing. And that's sometimes, you know, it takes time. I feel like honestly, sometimes it takes time. You know, and you know, we see that. We definitely see that. It takes time with the right people. Literally takes time with the right people. You know, I feel like you got to think. You have to at times, you know, listen to the right people, do your own research, you know, and figure out, you know, I feel like there's a lot of followers, you know, a lot of people that honestly are just looking at the fact, oh, okay, well, such and such, they voted for that. And it this, you know, any side, every side. I feel like it's definitely important, bro. It definitely is important, you know, for people to do their own research, you know, to watch these videos, to actually, you know, realize what's going on around you, for your family, for your community, because it's definitely important. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video. Definitely crazy, definitely a banger. Catch y'all next one.